Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing feeding goddess box braids. I started out by doing the regular goddess box braids. For the first row I did, but for the rest of the video I just did the feeding goddess box braids, and it was my first time doing it. It's just have less tension on the hair and it looks more natural. So yeah, the first row was just the regular goddess box braids, but for the rest of the hair it's just feeding goddess box braids. So there you see I already have part of her hair sectioned off, and then I'm gonna start doing my regular braid. I do just one braiding motion, and then I started adding the extension. I placed the extension between my thumb and my fingers, and then I do the 1-2 braiding motion. There I keep adding the hair until I reach the desired size that I want, or the more natural looking braid that I want. Then I stop adding extension, because you don't want to have a big part and a tiny braid, and you don't want to have a tiny part and then you have a large braid. So once it looks natural and you reach your desired size braid, then you stop adding extension. So you're gonna keep braiding all the way down until the braid is the length of the ones that I already did, because the goal for this style is to make the hair look more natural. It has less tension on the client's hair and there's no bump. The first row that I did is the regular box braids, and the only difference is that you add curly hair at the end, and that's how the name came up, goddess box braid. But this one I am doing the feed-in, so it's called feed-in goddess box braids. So there you see I'm adding the curly hair at the end, and I placed it over the hair that's in the middle. But if you want, or you're more comfortable, you can place it under the hair in the middle piece, because there's three pieces of braids where you are braiding with. 3 pieces of braiding hair or sections that you're braiding with. So you can either place it over the one in the middle or under the one in the middle, and then you continue braiding. So once you reach the desired length, or the length of the ones you already did, that it matches it, then you take a tiny piece of the curly hair and do your knot. I think I did about 4 to 6 knots, and you want to make sure you kind of pull it taut, not too tight, because it will rip the hair or break the hair. So just to allow the hair to be intact and not unravel, that's the reason for the knot. So there you have it, goddess box. So I'm repeating the same process as I did in the previous clip. You just section the hair in 3 and you started doing your regular braid, and you do 1 braiding motion, and you place the hair between your thumb and your finger, and you do 1, 2 braiding motion. Keep adding the hair, placing the hair between the thumb and your finger, and you keep braiding. Once you reach the desired size of the braid you're looking for, or that looks natural, you stop adding extension and you braid all the way down. They also call this method invisible braids. I guess because they said there's no knot showing as it would with the regular box braids or regular braids. There's no knot at the starting of the braid, so they call it invisible box braids or invisible braids. So you braid all the way down, and once you reach the desired length, or the length that matches the ones you did before, you keep adding curly hair at the end, or you add curly hair at the end. I have done a feedin video that goes more in detail. I will put the link below where you can watch it. And this is the thing with YouTube, you can, if you don't get it the first time, you can pause the video, play it, pause it, play it, pause it until you get it. So once I reach the length that I want, I add the curly hair, and I place it, as I said, in the middle or over the piece that's in the middle. You can place it under the piece that's in the middle or over, whichever is comfortable for you. And you take a tiny piece from the curly hair and do your knot. And the knot is just to make sure the braid doesn't unravel. And you keep knotting it, whichever amount of time you want to do it, just to make sure your braid is intact. You can do that amount of knot. So there you have it, goddess box braids and feedin goddess box braids, or invisible box goddess box braids. Thank you.